Hello, y'all. How's it going? It is Tuesday, and that means it's time for some sort of variety slash playthrough stream. And yeah, tonight I'm doing some sort of playthrough slash variety stream insofar as I'm playing through Glover. That's a playthrough. Haven't done one of those since before my vacation. Oh, jeez. Do I have a cloth? Whatever. I'll just use my shirt. I haven't played through done a playthrough since before the vacation, which was, for the last 3 weeks, as of like a week ago. So like the last month, basically. And then like the last 7 weeks before that, I was taking it easy on the playthroughs because I figured like, okay, I don't want to start something and have to stop. I need some liquid. I have to stop because of have to stop and on account of the trip. And now that the trip is over and I'm all home and feeling good and feeling fine, I would like to do something of a playthrough. Not like a full-length one, but Glover seems like something I can do relatively fast. If you don't know it is an N64 classic. I say classics, or put that in air quotes. Some people think it is a garbage game. I think it's pretty okay. I just dragged the window around. Don't worry about it freezing for a second. It's just because I was moving the way I'm playing it on my actual N64 that I have. I would like to have an analog, the new analog, the analog 3D. That seems like it'd be a nice thing to have for N64 games, assuming it can work with randomizers and so forth. That would be really fun if I could use that to play Paper Mario randomizer and things like that, and perhaps even things like this. But for the time being, just don't worry about it. How about, yeah, so this is a 3D platformer from like the late 90s, around the time 3D platformers were a big thing. And the concept is you have this ball that you have to get through the level, and you can transform it into various forms. And if you lose it, you're dead. And it's a whole thing. And it's pretty linear. Each level is pretty much just a linear level to get from the start to the end. There's like 3 levels per world, and there's like 6 worlds. Honestly, I don't think this will take super, super long. I'll say I had a nice. I'm doing good today. I'll say I just had my first day back in office. I was working from home last week, and yesterday I was not feeling good. I had a sick day on account of some real congestion and such. Just sort of rested that day, and because of that, I feel better. I feel good. I don't feel congested no more. And hopefully, that's the end of whatever fucking sickness I had towards the end of my trip. And, since returning, hopefully, we'll just get better from here, and we'll be feeling great and no problem. And maybe also I can get my sleep schedule on track. Woke up at a good time today, but definitely did have a nap once I got home because I was goddamn tired. Goddamn tired, wouldn't you know? That's just how it goes. Are we good on the thing? Let me just make 100% sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's good. Alright. So, plan for tonight. Play some Glover. I'm not sure, if we'll get through all the way, or if we'll just play for a couple hours and get, halfway through. Something like that. But I'll at least play a good chunk of it. I'm anticipating this will take 1 or 2 streams, tops. I'm not going to, go for 100%. I'm not going to collect every one of the fucking things. I'll collect as many of them as I can whilst playing it normally, but I'm not going to, like, hunt around or do anything of the sorts. I also don't have any cards on deck, so if I talk about things, it'll be off the dome, rather than based on a card, which, if you know the other streams that I do, you know what that means. I'll put in MDS, as in Master DS. There we go. Normal. Let's go, let's do it, here we go. It's the opening cutscene. Oh, also, we'll go see the tutorial. That'll be fun. I also have a bit of a gimmick tonight, you'll see. It'll make sense. A little bit of a... not really much of a gimmick. It'll be a subtle thing, perhaps. So that's the wizard. That's the accident. One glove went into the potion. That's Glover. The crystals were scattered around, and because crystals are vulnerable, they were transformed into bouncy balls for their protection, which was something Glover did because Glover is really good. Glover is very... That's Crotch Stitch. Glover is a very talented glove, if you can't tell. And now, everything is all cursed and shit. It's dark and grim, and covered in a thick haze. That's Mr. Tip. We won't need to talk to Mr. Tip, honestly. I'm good as far as Mr. Tip goes. Here we could just deliver this ball to the ballroom. Not the... I guess a ballroom is a thing. The room where the gems go. And also, it's really fucking spooky out here, isn't it? Look at this. I was always quite intimidated by the state of the kingdom when you start the game. Like, it is kind of spooky insofar as, like, yeah, everything is red. There's ominous sounds going on. It is one of the spookier starts to a game that I know of, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really a big horror person. Maybe, you know, maybe this is nothing compared to, like, your Resident Evils and Silent Hills and things of that nature, but for me as a kid, this is about as spooky scary as it got. Like, there's like some sort of funny bug here. I'm gonna kill it. It's not that scary, I suppose. Let's check out the tutorial, and then we'll deliver the ball. The tutorial level is a level. We should do it. Mr. Tip is here, and he can offer us advice, but we don't need it. Here's how this game works. You can bounce the ball with the B button. Bounce, bounce, bounce. You use that to get up places. If that's not enough, it was enough in this case, but if that's were not to be enough, you can also, like, hold down B to do, like, a throw. And then when you don't have the ball, you can do a double jump instead. And you can also hold B to, like, point at the ball and be able to tell where it is. While you're pointing at the ball, you can hit the R button, which I have mapped weirdly on my N64 controller, to transform it. And you can also do that the same way while holding the button. Transform it between these 4 forms. Bouncy ball is a bouncy ball. It's like your basic standard thing. A bowling ball is really heavy and slow to move, but, you know, if you want to be, like, wind resistant, that sort of thing, or to take out heavy, to, like, have high attack power, the bowling ball is your best bets. The marble sinks as well as being light and small and good. And the gem is vulnerable as fuck. If you do not treat the gem with respect, it will get destroyed. Like, look at this. Ah, no! That's not what you want to do, you see. So, you can't bounce the gem. In fairness, you also can't bounce a bowling ball all that well. And bouncing a marble also is relatively futile. In addition to throwing, you can also slap, which is more of a, you know, off to the side. That's the way you want to use the bowling ball, is by slapping it. If you're wondering if there's any point to the gem, if you collect the collectibles with the gem, you get like a multiplier. You get like bonus points. So there is incentive for using it. It's you know, not that terribly relevant though for what it is worth. God damn it. Physics-wise, this game can be a bit jank, I guess. Also, I'm trying here to just throw at the peak of my jump, and it's being a little fuck you! This game is relatively not bad, though. There's a lot worse games than it. It's maybe at least a 3 out of 5, I would say. It is very average, and I would put it above, like, a bunch of GameCube platformers I played, like, as rentals. Like, I barely remember. I think I rented Tack once, and I would put that below this, I would say. So yeah, you can see here that you can just slap the God damn it. You can use your slap to get it across the gap. And then double jump over here. Beautiful. This is a ball switch. Hello, Haraja Luigi Stain. How you doing? This is a ball switch. It does like ball switch things. When you're in water, it is fine, unless it is too deep, in which case you will stand on the ball and your controls get reversed. You can also do this with L. You can switch between... How the fuck do I have this mapped? Oh, here we go. You can use the L button to switch between standing and not standing. Like I said earlier, bowling ball and marble go beneath it. How was the rest of the stream last time you did the raid? What? Which one was that? Was that on the the metaphor stream? It was good. Yeah, metaphor is great. You can see here that the hell? I can't. Here we go. The bowling ball is great for destroying objects like this. Metaphor is lovely. I played a bunch of it after that stream ended. It turns out we were like 30 minutes away from the end of the demo, so that was interesting. And also like finding out how dungeons and stuff work regular style. So after I realized that, I was a little bit sad. I was a little bit sad, like, oh shit, I could have gone a little bit further. And the time of day stuff and like that whole stuff would open up right before my eyes, but whatever. You know, hey. Metaphor is very much like a Persona insofar as it takes 7 hours to open up, and I had like 6 hours in me that night. Whatever. What can you do? Been playing it a bunch this weekend. You can throw your thing and hit the thing. Is this Mario 64 modified? No, it's an original game. Yeah, it's really strange, that game. I got through the first dungeon, and now I'm sort of like, it's become a sort of world travel game, which is fascinating and cool. It's like a Persona game in a fantasy setting where an election that is like, you know, to the fantasy world, hitherto unprecedented, is like the main thing, and like a, you know, a campaign season of everyone, like, traveling around to the various cities and campaigning seems to be, like, the thrust of it. I don't know where that game's going. It seems pretty cool. It seems pretty cool. I'm having a great time so far, like 10 hours in. Would recommend that. So this is the ballroom. Once you bring a ball here, it'll be locked in by the ball statue. And outside, circumstances will have improved marginally, as far as the spookiness goes. It doesn't look that much better, really, right now, but I assure you, after we get a few more balls, a few more crystals turned in, things will improve. Also, I just did the gimmick, which is that my background is going to be based on the amount of balls that I have turned in. You ever make tutorial videos on your favorite games? Nah, I play through them. But, like, look, the amount that I am, like, talking about how this works is just for me to explain it, right? Just so y'all know what's going on here. First world, hey! We're in the Atlantis world? Let's do it. So, like I said, I could, you know, I could try to get, like, everything. This is Glover. This guy is called Glover, and, the game is called Glover. You can see the box art down there. So, there is, like, some bonus stuff, right? And you can see with this meter here that, that if I collect all 50 of these, it means something. And I think I can unlock a bonus game or something also, but we're not gonna, like, hold ourselves to that. But it would be nice to get as many of these as possible. Maybe, like, maybe I'll, like, try less and less as we get deeper and deeper into some of the harder parts of this game. This game should be on the Switch. Yeah, that'd be really nice. It has gone through some weird ownership changes in, like, recent times, with the recent owners putting it out on the PC, but really badly because they're, like, a bunch of weirdo crooks and not, like, you know, they don't have respect for the legacy, I guess. I don't know. That seems like a silly thing to say, don't it? Did you know that you paid a total of $250 for your parking spot at college? I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Shit is expensive, you know, shit. I probably paid about that much for parking when I was in college. I mean, I don't know how much it was, but I had the gold parking. There was gold parking and green parking, and I definitely want gold. They should just put it on N64 Online, I'll say. I would also like it if Rocket Robot on Wheels were to come to N64 Online. That'd be lovely. Really excited, by the way, hey. They announced Banjo-Tooie for N64 Online on, like, last weekend. That's fucking great. I have been replaying, Banjo-Kazooie idly on my, Switch since it got announced, and having a good time there, doing that whole business. I wish that N64 Online had, like, better customized controls for, like, you know, for, like, the thing. Don't worry about how I'm playing this. It's cool. If the controls were easier to customize for, N64 Online, that'd be great. I've been playing it in portable mode, but with the N64 controller. And, that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? To, do it like that. I keep forgetting how I have this map, because I had this mapped in a ridiculous fashion that makes sense for my Paper Mario randomizer stuff and, you know, things of that nature. But it's fine, I'll manage. This is a Glover switch. Gotta ground pound it. Somehow we missed 4 Garibs that level, but it's fine. We're not gonna hold ourselves to any of that. You found N64 controllers ridiculous for the cost? No, I love the N64 controllers on Switch. I think it's the only way to properly play N64 games. But they're not exactly good, are they? Or rather, it's not exactly the best way to play when you're playing at portable mode and you're also watching TV or anime at the same time. You know, I'm watching subtitled anime. I'm like, going like, okay, I got my Switch over here. I'm playing it. I'm constantly glancing back at the TV. It's a little bit awkward. If I could hold it like this and be playing it, and you know, I'd have less of a... It'd be easier to look back and forth that way. You know, I just have to go like, you know, literally just move my eyes rather than my whole head to turn and swivel. It's just because of the way it's mapped. It's just because of the way that the C buttons are mapped on the N64 online. They're mapped to the stick, I think, which, especially for games like Banjo-Kazooie, where they're used as actual buttons, mostly in combination with like Z and such. That's just all manner of wrong. It's just not the way to do that. That's the Nightbot, yeah. Nightbot's on both sides, on YouTube and Twitch, and activates based on chat activity. By the way, I don't think I mentioned, there's like checkpoints. And to activate the checkpoints, we put our ball through them. We pass our ball through them, and then the checkpoints get activated. I'm just gonna like, let's just plow through. We don't need to go get every garum. Don't need to do that sort of thing. My ball! When you lose your ball, you die. So yeah, we're going through this level. We're traveling to the end of it. It's sort of the skies, I guess. Yeah, you could say that. It's more like a giant aqueduct over a foggy void is perhaps more accurate here. So to drain this water, we need to transform this into a bowling ball. Oh, that's not how to drain the water. That's just how to do this thing. And I'm gonna turn this into the thing. Yeah, so there's like 4 forms that are available, like mainly. Also, you can like throw it upwards by double tapping A, which is a cool thing. The ball has 4 forms by default. You can actually unlock a 5th form by doing a cheat code, which I haven't decided yet when we're gonna do that, because it is, you know, a cheat code and all. That's is it right to do a cheat code? I don't know, but I think that the power ball is really cool to have, and it sort of offers a second bouncy ball, which I do think is nice and shit. We got a potion. The potion made us really big, and that allowed us to push this thingamajig. And open the way, goddammit. And open the way to the ending. Fuck! You know, you might see this and think like, oh wow, this is really bad how just moving in a straight line is hard. I will always say, every single, I didn't know that, Luigi. Every single Nintendo 64 platformer has this problem, insofar as it's hard to move in a straight line sometimes. They didn't have 2 sticks at this point in history, and it was just very awkward. This is the last level of Atlantis. Let's do it. Yeah, I studied chemistry before. Long ago. I think a thing that I learned the other day about, like, chemistry and shit that surprised me and made me go like, oh wow, I had no idea about that, was that the word soda comes from the word sodium. And indeed, that's why baking soda is baking soda, because it's like sodium for baking or something. I didn't know that was the origin of that. I don't know the oxidation numbers for that, no. It's been, like, probably over a decade. I say probably over a decade. Definitely over a decade. Probably a decade and a half, really. I don't think I studied chemistry and... I studied physics in college. I didn't study chemistry in college, so... You're talking just strictly high school knowledge there. Here, the ticket, and also, by the way, we can teleport to checkpoints now. I say now, we could always do, but oh, another thing to note is that those guys... One thing that should be noted is that all these guys have garbs in them. Just about every enemy we can kill. Yikes! So with this go fast juice, I can get past this running water. Assuming I move in the right direction. And, yeah, it's pretty cool. I need this ball. Don't lose my ball. And now that we're past that, we can activate this switch that starts moving a big physics object. Physics, you'll take that in a couple more semesters in university. Gotcha, in university right now. Gotcha. Have fun for that. I'll say, I visited a university today since I went to early votes. And one of the polling location that was, like, nearest to me was in a university, in, like, a college campus. And boy howdy did I feel out of place. Just, like, wandering around there going, like, where the fuck is the voting place? Gotcha. Where the fuck is the voting place? Where the fuck do I... God! That is still pressed, right? Okay, good. It's fine. The button is still pressed. We don't have to redo it or nothing. That is nice. A meaner game, a worse game, would have, just fucked you sideways. Would have just, like, let that, be reset. But, Glover isn't as bad as they say, you know? It's certainly no Bubsy. Certainly no Bubsy. I would even argue that it's perhaps a shade better than, like, Donkey Kong 64. Which, you know... like a shade. Very similar quality levels, I guess. I'm perhaps a little more fond of Glover, personally. None of this is controversial to say, I'm sure. I don't know. Where do people stand on Glover? I feel like, the Glover love and appreciation has come around, and people now are like, yeah, Glover! I feel like people like Glover now. You gotta love the glove. Which is a slogan that was used in advertisements at the time, I am told. It was like advertised on like WWE and shit. With like big pro wrestlers saying, gotta love the glove! Or whatever the fuck they said. I felt really out of place, wandering around that relatively small canvas trying to find my polling place. Like, I know I look relatively young, but it's been like over a decade since I graduated from a college. You know what I mean? You have a good one, Luigi. Whatever, doesn't matter. I voted my conscience, more or less. I voted for the Democrats. Not a big surprise. I don't know. I'm in Texas. That might not make a difference. Or maybe it will. It kind of sounds like it might make a difference this year, based on the advertisements of the Democrat what is running. But I have my doubts that, like, that'll actually come to anything. They have been saying Texas is gonna be flipped for, like, a decade, and it still hasn't. Skeptical, but, if it does, that's cool. Hey, whatever. That's all the politics thoughts I have that I would like to share with the stream. You know, we could talk about horrible, horrible things that have been happening in the world that really upset me and are upsetting. But, I think I would rather just, like, keep it just minimal politics here tonight. You understand that, you know, just there's a lot of upsetting things going on that, you know, Kamala has not done a good job of, like, making me very happy on, but I will vote in a way that, like, you know, no one can get angry at me later for, right? Like, okay. Fuck. Whatever happens, it's not my fault, okay? I'll say that much. Maybe next time, you should object to oh, cool, hey, we didn't lose our shit. Maybe next time, object to genocide. Or, like, take any position that people want to hear. Instead of getting in bed with fucking Cheney. War criminal, that dude. Personally, I think war criminals are bad. And, they should not only be exiled from public life, they should go to the fucking Hague. And, you know, be punished and shit. I don't think this is terribly controversial to say. Dick Cheney is a very bad man. And, I would not buddy up to him. I would, in fact, just tell him to go fuck himself. None of this is controversial. Moving on. Atlantis is done. Very nice. Let's go turn in our ball. How long did that take? It's like 8:30, so like a half hour tops. I was probably talking at the top more than that. It's probably been like 20 minutes. Yes. So there we go. We've turned in the next one, and the conditions have, like, continued to improve out here. Though very subtly, honestly. Maybe my background effects clear up a little too fast relative to how actually the game goes. Maybe I could have used more of them. Whatever. Check how that is set up. I'm on the 3rd of 6. So I can do it a couple more times. You know what? I think this is... I think I'm clearing up a little too fast here. We'll take it a step back and slow down on these, slow down on the transition from dark to light. There we go. The next world is called Carnival. Carnival? Circus? Whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's one of those. This one is called Carnival. And one of the gimmicks for each start of world is that you don't know where your ball is, because each ball in each world is a different ball. You are taking the ball through the levels to get it out of the world and back to the ballroom. Also, again, it's not really a ball, it's a crystal that you have transformed into a ball. This pink elephant took our crap, and fortunately it follows us around, so then we can pop it. That is a moral thing to do. So here, to get through here, you need this to be small, so... Oh, you could also just, not do that, come to think of it. You could just, do a cartwheel by double tapping Z. There's a weird amount of options in this game, as far as how you move Glover around, and such. By the way, the volume is good, right? Let me know if the volume's not good. But it sounded like Luigi had no note about that, so I'm gonna take that as for granted that the music is not too loud. I feel like there's some cases here where you can... Wait, why don't you just do like this? Because the end is over here, right? Confused. Why don't you just do what I just did and use that as a shortcut? This is the end of the level, but there's a whole bunch of level sort of in the other direction. Okay, this isn't a bounce really high and then ground pound on it situation. We need a potion. And in particular the crown potion. This is not how roulettes work, but you hit these switches and they lock them down. And you keep on spinning until you get what you want. I'm confused. There's like a whole section that I skipped by jumping down a cliff. How? Is it really that easy? I remember there being some places where you can just do some cheese and just, you know, shortcut all you like, but it can't be that easy, can it? Yeah! What does this do? Ah, that's just one of the three that you need to do here. Now that we're big, we can ground pound on this. I guess that's for nothing. I'll say this game perhaps like doesn't exactly handle the best, you know, it's no Banjo-Kazooie, and I would probably say like even Mario 64 has it beat for like handling and, like, game controls, but, like, it's manageable. It is very playable. Maybe, like, one of the objectives that we have to do... Maybe one of the objectives we'll have to do will require us to, do a thing. To do a bunch of stuff that I skipped over by jumping down here right fast. I had a nice weekend, other than metaphor. I, was kind of sick, so I slept a good deal. Slept a real good deal. Really, I slept more than anything else. I just sort of didn't make a lot of progress on all the anime that I've been meaning to catch up on. I'm still really far behind on all that. That's fine. Really, I could take my time and, you know, if it takes another week or two, that's all fine and good. And, really, there's no concern. And I don't have to worry about getting it done soonish. Okay, I think we need to go back up to unlock this craft here. Unless you, like... Jeez, I feel like you might be able to just clip through the rocket ship and get to the end that way. But let's not do that. So yeah, played a good amount of Metaphor, got through that first dungeon. And change. I'm like to the second... Right before the second thing that happens, the second quest. That isn't, I don't think, a full dungeon, maybe? Question mark? I don't think it's a full dungeon, but it should... It should be a fun time, regardless. Okay, how about we open that door, rather than bypassing it this time? There's like a whole bunch of level this way. No! I gotta be careful with my lives. Two of them... remaining! I got 1 life remaining. Does this game do 0 lives, or are we just screwed if I run out? I don't know, but, that would be tragic if I had to redo the, Come on, fall. That'd be tragic if I had to redo the puzzle shit over again. Okay, how about this? There we go. Metaphor is really fucking fun, and it's like a very, very, very cool, like, Persona-like, that takes things in unexpected directions, has some really, really interesting plots, and, I'll say I am totally on board to spending as much time as required to, beat that game, you know, over the next couple of weeks or whatever, I don't know. Other than that, played a good amount of Banjo-Kazooie. Got through, like, got to Rusty Bucket Bay. I'm about to do Rusty Bucket Bay and Click Clock Wood, and, you know, that'll be it. And that's, nice to idly go through. Jesus Christ, don't fall. I got the cherry on UFO 50's Mini and Max. I really think Mini and Max is probably the best of UFO 50's offerings, insofar as it's like a really long-ass game that, you know, once you figure out where you need to go and how to get, like, in particular, one upgrade that kind of low-key changes everything, which I can't believe they made it hard to find. Like, I really don't know how you were supposed to find, the potion. Or how you're supposed to know, like, not only do you have to find a guy, but you have to deliver a thing. Maybe if you read the dialogue. What I did is I watched a speedrun for it, and I sort of took some notes of like, oh, you can go there and get this thing. Oh, you could go there and get that power-up. And, you know, once I was able to start and getting a couple power-ups that way, from there I just sort of explored everything and figured out everything, like, in a more normal fashion. So with this switch, we opened up the way that we already had bypassed. It's kind of a weird amount of the level to be able to skip, right? I think so. Oh, man, this... Why don't I just warp back to here using the checkpoint system rather than trying to fuck with that terrible platform? Yeah, that seems like a good idea. So here's where we were earlier. And wouldn't you know, there's a checkpoint, so if we had just not died earlier, maybe we would have just skipped the entire level without much fuss or muss. We'll leave our bottle behind and go out on an adventure. Play some whack-a-mole. I'll say I have played a couple other Nintendo 64 classics that are maybe a little more obscure on the stream before. In particular, I did Rocket Robot on Wheels, like, probably, what was it, like, it wasn't archived. It was before I archived streams, so it must have been like 2.5 years ago at this point. Yeah, it's my 3rd streamiversary next month, and that was the first summer, so yeah, it would be 2.5 years ago at this point. Sort of thinking about that now that I'm playing this. It'd be fun to play some other similar N64 classics. Perhaps ones that are even, like, well-liked. Like, Space Station... Oh my god, no! Good, okay. Didn't miss my tram. Like, Space Station Silicon Valley comes to mind. Space Station Silicon Valley is very cool, and very much well-liked. It is by the people who would go on to make, Grand Theft Auto, and it is a weird game where you play a microchip that hijacks robots and takes them over, and you run around as a robot. As you run around as, like, the various robots. Honestly, it's kind of like capturing in Mario Odyssey, but, like, well, you have to kill them before you can... You sort of, like, reanimate their corpses. They're robots. You deactivate them, and then you hijack their corpses. It's pretty cool. Gets very weird in its level design, and I'll say there's a good amount of the game that I never beat, legitimately as a kid. Which is, it's fortunate that once you get, like, most of the way through a world, it just unlocks the next world, because otherwise, I don't think I would have ever gotten... I would never have seen past the first world. This level's good. No! Wait! I should die right now, so that I can get my lives back after a game over. Yes, yes, this is strategic. This is a strategic death right here. Also, we can find out if there's a 0. There is a 0. What's the game over look like? I've completely forgotten. Oh, it's like, just, hey, game over. Bounces you back to the menu. You only get 3 lives? That's a bummer. What are you gonna do, though? I think after we finish this, the overworld will look a lot less red. Which is a good thing. Level 2 is still open, so, you know, this is a valid way to refresh our lives. Let's do it. I'm not gonna worry about score. I was just thinking about, like, you know, if I cared about score, I could be using the crystal a lot, and, like I said earlier. Fuck! That was a poor demonstration of it, all things considered. But, if you see here, it's 20 times 2, so you get a times 2 multiplier for everything you collect, points-wise, using the gem, which, you know, doesn't matter, so, like, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. Whatever. It's still a cool thing. It's definitely a cool thing. Even if it is, like, largely meaningless. Oh, I want that extra life. Yikes! I was trying to get my ball to a safe place, so I could safely collect that extra life. But, it was a foolish... I did not do that very well. Net 0. Net 0 on that. Are there any other N64 platformers that I can think of? I've tried before Gex 3 or 3D or whatever the fuck. And I can't say it really spoke to me. I don't get that one. Gex to me seems like an order of magnitude less cool than Glover. I think this is like a boomerang. Seriously? The teeth got me. I think this is like a boomerang thing. These are warps. But where do they take you? Why is it telling me to go that way? I'm gonna go up. Oh, I think it's something with, like, oh, you need to go get a, Oh, these aren't warps? I thought these were warps because they have the same fucking texture as the thing on the... in the water thing. I think we have to go get propeller ability down here. I can't see! I can't see! Fuck! Those are like tilty platforms over there. It's all screwy. If I can't see where I am on a tilty platform, I'm gonna die. That's just the long and short of it. See, look. This shit. As you stand on them, they tilt. Be hard-pressed to survive on this. Whilst being unable to see. Okay, come on! I feel like I might be dying. Let me do the bowling ball. Okay, here we go. No, this isn't good enough. This isn't windproof enough. Also, its weight prevents me from getting where I need to go. Okay, that turns the fan off. And, there was a problem with the chat. The chat disconnected. Let me see. I didn't get any drop frames on my connection. Looks good. Looks like it was just Twitch chat being weird. Okay, cool. I don't have, my VPN expired after I got home. And also, I'm totally done with VPNs, given that, like, okay, well, I'm now home. I don't have to worry about, like, content restrictions in other countries. So, you know, there will never be any case of, like, oh, I'm using a VPN, so I'm, like, disconnecting every such and such seconds. Like, no, that's all the way done. That's just not gonna be a thing. Okay. With this I can, transform enemies into frogs. It looks like my ball's okay, so I'm gonna go retrieve it then. Yep, there's my ball, it's safe and sound, and hey! There's the fucking exits. Cool. Yes, that's right. That is cool, Glover. You are not wrong. Not wrong at all there. I remember back in the day, this game had some, I say this game. In general, there were issues with, emulation of this game. Where, like, every time you finished a level, it would throw an error message. At least that was the case like 10, 15 years ago. I am glad that, you know, developers eventually sorted out all those issues with this game and, others. You know, most things run pretty good these days. Also, it turns out this isn't a timing thing. This is just hold down A. Just hold down A to get a very big ball sack, to jump your sack really high. Also, you can sort of use it to get around. So here, going left is how you unlock this gate here. The hands. God, I think there was a way to get your ball to that other side and sort of cheat, you know, sort of get around that requirement. I don't remember how, so let's just play it vanilla style. I'm not sure how the volume is here, but I'm just gonna take it down just a scotch. Feel like it's louder than it was at the very start. Tell you what, I'll take it down 1 decibel. Just 1 decibel, not 2. That'll be good. Here we go. Christ! Not being on the ground there. Meant that I just got left behind immediately. Let's see if we even need our ball. Very least I can get some extra lives, which are much appreciated. Okay, I will need our ball to activate this checkpoint. This camera angle makes it hard to see if we're... Oh god, it tilts! What? What killed me? Worth noting there, we do need our ball. How do I... Maybe a slap. Maybe this calls for a slap rather than a dribble. Yeah. Yeah, be careful with this fucking... with the dribble mechanic. Man, it's just, and fuck you up. Good that there's a lot of friction, I guess. Up. This is definitely not far enough, so I need to cancel it with Z. Okay. We're gonna try to do this the legitimate way. And then, if that fails, maybe I'll try to bypass it. This is gonna start tilting. Yikes! We still have 1 try left. 1 try left. How about if I do it as the marble? I feel like bounciness is not a huge help. It only tilts when you get this far. Okay, well, you get how it works. Let's try cheesing it. Let's Let's try cheesing it. Yeah, that sounds like an idea. I definitely did this cheese as a kid. This skip, as it were. And I think that makes it valid. That absolutely makes it a valid thing to do. Yes, definitely. For sure. Oh, why wouldn't it be legitimate? It's just getting to the next area in a way that is unexpected. Okay. Now, how did I do this? It's not something goofy like throwing it from here, right? Nah, it's not nowhere near close enough. Also, that fucker is gonna cause problem. Okay. Damn it. Let's start by opening the gate and getting the ball over here. Step 1. All right. Step 2. Get this bouncy motherfucker back over here. Did I use sheets to do this? I don't remember. I might have used cheats to do this. Like the call ball ability or the power ball. What is this? What is this potion? Fuck. I think that potion might be something. I can't remember what that potion does. Maybe that's like a summon ball potion? And if that's the case... the potion doesn't respawn. Don't quit game. Return to castle. So weird that just jumping can cause you damage. I would say it's weird and bad. Just like jumping off this dude mid-jump. And enough damage to fucking kill you. Fucking game, man. There is some stuff that, I'll say I don't like. Let me be clear. I am not giving this game a pass for its issues, but... fuck you. I played a lot of it as a kid. I quite liked it. Just that little fucker. You die. You die. You died. Okay, whatever. You don't have to die. And I don't think there's, like, a guide anywhere that will tell you, like, or anything like that sophisticated, which will tell you, like, oh, this potion does this. It's like, no, you just gotta know. Wait, can we just go over the fence this way? Like, this is pretty fucking close. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Ah! Worth a shot. Okay. Okay. Fuck! I was trying to get height, not throw it. Also, that guy is totally spawned back there. He's gonna be a problem for us. Carefully, carefully. You think it could be an A? Not like that! Why did you do it automatically? Why didn't you let me aim? I think slapping might be the key though. Let's play around with that for a bit. And if all else fails, I will admit defeat and do it normal style. Thinking this will work. We're in the second world here. I will say I think most of my, like... most of the places that I have, like, cheesed this game significantly have been here in the first, in like, the second world. Like, between this and the part where you can just skip half the level in the first stage. I think that, oh, God damn you. Accounts for most of the cheese I have done playing this game. A lot of that just comes down to the later levels being, you know, I played them less, I guess. That's a big part of, why I've cheesed them less, maybe. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. Well, that was worth a life. We'll try this again the legitimate way if this doesn't work. But I'm thinking this will work. Why are you alive? I killed you! What? Hang on. What? Why isn't it doing the aiming mode? is the aiming mode for B? Can you not do, like, aiming from a dribble? You can only do, like, a slap shot? Well, that significantly makes this makes this significantly harder to do. But let's try 2 more times. Yeah. Hit the side of the hands there. Okay. Back up just a bit. Nope. That's, okay, that's not gonna work. Maybe I did that with the Powerball or something. I forget. Hey, let's unlock the Powerball. No, I said I would do it after Carnival, so let's do it after Carnival. The Powerball is cool, though. I like it. I'm a man of my word here. I'm a man of my word. I said I wouldn't do it until after this world. I'm not gonna do it until after this world. I feel like the difficulty is kind of like this is the difficulty throughout the game after this point. I don't think this gets notably harder. I don't think it gets notably easier either, but there's sort of a base level of hard that's just gonna be for the rest of the game, and this is it. Okay, let's do it legitimately. Wait. What if... Here's an idea. I have an idea. Look at this. If the camera doesn't fuck me... Okay, this might work. Hang on. Okay. This might work, but we gotta get this across. The second tent is sort of in a weird angle. So, we want to do this, we gotta... Here we go. Woo! There we go! Fuck yeah! That's the skip. Okay, good. Get the fucking ball, dude. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. I thought I got over the hands another way, but I guess just going over the tents is the answer. And also, we have a checkpoint now, so if we were to die here, it'd be fine, but... It's fine. But also, there's really not that long to go. We are basically home free. Beautiful. I do not feel bad cheesing this game. it sometimes has some weird difficulty spikes. And, yeah. Suffice it to say, Glover— ah, fuck you! Suffice it to say, sometimes Glover is a real— come on. Is a real, piece of work! I handled that ball quite well, I think. I can't save this. I can maybe save my ball, but I can't save me. I might die again. If that happens, it is what it is. We can do the skip again. I'm not gonna go for that extra life. Ah! Oh yeah. I'll say that feels good. I feel good about that. Christ. Boss time. I guess, cross-stitch sort of has, like, a Kamek type thing going on. Except, I guess, like, are these enemies like enemies we've seen? Not really, no. Aren't they? They're all, like, original. They're all, like, new. So it doesn't really count, making them all big and stuff. Oh, just go for the targets. That's all there is to it. Oh, come on. Eh? It missed? I'm surprised that that wasn't an issue. There we go. Last hit here. Do I need to hit that, do I need to hit that big circle thing? Fuck you, dude. That's fine. That's fine. We got this. Ugh. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Now we have 3 lives, so we'll have 4 attempts to do that without the boss restarting. Which, sure is gonna make it easier. A hell of a lot easier. Fucking clown. Okay, there's the first hit. Now the second hit has been activated. Weird that there's, what, more options for the second hit? Oof. Weird that there's more options for the second hit than the first hit. And now the final hit will be active in a minute. I can get a good angle on it. And that dropped a piano on him. I kind of didn't think we had that there. I didn't think that hit, but that's fine. Was I clipping through my ball there for a second? I don't know. Let's not worry about it. Carnival complete. But I missed some garbs. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not really concerned about that. Honestly. It's just not a concern that I have. Second world done. Whew. Just lighten up the background there because outside it's actually rather okay. It's starting to get decent out here. It's more of an orange than a red now. Which isn't quite the case with my backgrounds. I just sort of blended 2 colors together at various percentages. Perhaps could have done a more natural transition. But, yeah. By the way, hey, this bird gives you a clue. I hit the button that was weird. This bird gives you a clue about, like, what a code is that you can enter. So, instead of doing that, I am going to enter a different ball code. Up, down, up, down, up, down, left, up. Powerball on. So what I just did is I unlocked the Powerball, which is a very cool thing. It's a powered up ball, you see. It's weird how they're not just in a linear order around. The next one's over here, the pirate world. There's also the spooky world and the space world. And the prehistoric world. So there's 4 worlds left, is that right? It's time for some pirates. We're in the pirate world, and also I have unlocked for myself the Powerball, which is a cheat code. But it's cool because it's like a feature of the game that you otherwise wouldn't see. And I'll show you it as soon as I find my My volleyball. My ball. Volleyball is like a thing. It's like a volleyball. You think that's how they came up with volleyball? Someone said a volleyball and then it became a volleyball? A volleyball? Probably not. Probably started with the word volley. Which is a perfectly good noun in other contexts. I hear people have started getting that alarmo. I was kind of surprised by that. I expected that to be a longer rollout process, but here's the Super Ball, by the way. It is a small, very elastic ball with a very large bounce, and also it floats. It's like one of those little bouncy balls that you get, and they're really tiny and really elastic. Those balls are pretty good. I like those balls, and it is good to represent them. All right. I don't know why you do that. Oh, is that just a way to get back up to the top? Yeah, I think that's just a way to backtrack if you want. You guys can't see my mouse, right? No matter where I put it. Okay, good. It's not like I accidentally been capturing that or something. That would be bad. Okay, so here the goal is to start a water jet that lets us get to the later parts of the level. And to do that, we need to hit some switches. I forget which switches, or if you need all of them, or just some of them, or what the deal is, but start down that path. Wow, you can throw the bouncy, the power ball really far. I forgot if you hold it, you do like an up throw. Can I like grab it from here? No, that'd be too convenient. You know what? I think... Ah, damn it! Fuck! I think we probably should have it be a different form for now. Floating does not seem to be doing us any good. Then again, can't hurt. It's good that Glover doesn't need air. If Glover had to breathe and were to suffocate underwater, that'd be a bummer. I read some interesting things the other day, just randomly looking around for like Glover information. Glover information, as if that's a thing that I really need to look for. But, fucking ball. I was looking around. Here's the thing that'll eventually get us to the next area, by the way. That water... There'll be a water sprout there, under that platform. And I saw some information about the, canceled Glover 2. About, like, oh, in the Glover 2, the idea was it was gonna be more like quest-like. Where, instead of retrieving balls, the game would be based around, getting, like, ingredients and stuff, and doing interacting with other objects that weren't necessarily balls. Like, oh, you can grab an axe, and, you know, do stuff with it. I don't know. I don't know if that sounds really like a good idea to me, but Oh, that's just for an extra life. I need a bowling ball. I don't know if that sounds like a great idea, and honestly, with the reception that Glover got, it's not surprising that that didn't come to fruition, but I don't know. It's kind of a shame that like, most 3D platformers from this era just were one and dones, right? Like, Glover, like, Rocket Robot on Wheels. You know, I guess Gex was kind of the 3D Gex. I think there's only one of those. Do people like Gex? Chameleon Twist? Do people like Chameleon Twist? I'll say they should put Chameleon Twist on N64 Online. They should put all these games on N64 Online. The most difficult one to put on N64 Online, I'll say, definitely gonna be Rocket Robot on Wheels, considering that the company that made that is now owned by Sony. So, good fucking luck. Good fucking luck getting Sony to, like, play ball. But if they were to, that would be, like, that'd be extremely nice. No! Regular ball is nice too. You know, I'll say regular ball gets back into roll mode faster than the power ball do. That is a good thing. I'm going to put my ball aside for now, you know? Leave my ball in a safe place. And let me climb this tower, which I assume this is a tower for Glover. I don't think I can kill that, chest. At the very least, not with just Glover alone. Maybe I could get a bowling ball into it or something. Oh yeah, this is a tower for Glover. And that summons an extra pirate ship, which is great, because that's just what we needed. Back in the N64 era, I feel like doors were a lot more alluring, right? Like, you'd see a random door in a random building, and you'd wonder where it led. There's still doors in games, but they're much clearer now, like, to mark any door that's not a real door as, like, hey, this is a boring door. This is boring looking, or it's faded, or it's very clearly never going to open. It leads nowhere. Don't obsess over it. They didn't quite have that idea down in the N64 era. And also, indeed, they did actively foment speculation with that, with shit like Stop and Swap, which very much lit a fire under asses, basically making us question, like, oh, you fucker! My God. Making us question whether there were, you know, secrets behind every wall. Because, fuck, man, there were secrets behind some of those walls. You know what? I bet it's down here. I'm gonna be quite upset if I die and have to start this level over again. There's 2 lives left. Try not to squander them. I guess also if I want to have Powerball every time, I'm gonna have to re-enter the code, but... Shite! Why did I drop my ball? Hold on to your ball. Not quite far enough. I'm gonna take my ball somewhere safe. And I'm thinking this might be a place where I just jump over and maybe I just have the ground pound. Meanwhile, I can definitely check some of these other fucking boxes. Just to, like, eliminate the possibility that, like, oh, I'm missing a switch that activates a thing. Also, hey, I didn't know these Garibs give me my health back. That explains why, after taking a hit sometimes, I've ended up fine, you know. Definitely keep that in mind. That switch is gonna be the ticket. We're not supposed to just try to jump that gap. There we go. Good thing that cannonball missed. Why did I drop my ball? Why did I drop my ball? No! Oh, okay, hang on. It saves. The Powerball saves. Okay, cool. What other sheets do we have? Let me look at game facts. Hey, I can open all checkpoints. I can get ball control. I can get the boomerang ball. The enemy ball. Fisheye view. Frog spell. Hercules spell, huge ball. Infinite energy, infinite life. Invisible ball, level select, locate Garibs. Low gravity, mad Garibs. Garbis, not Garibs. Oh no, that's just a typo. In this game facts. Open portals, Powerball. Rotate camera 45 degrees counterclockwise? What the fuck? How is that a cheat code? Secret cheat. Shift camera left, shift camera right, speed up spell, summon ball. Interesting. Very tempting to just say, like, okay, I can't. Very tempting right now to just, say... I'll say this. Okay, you know what? Let's say some things. One more game over like that in like I get a game over twice in the same level again, I will say fuck it all and enable the infinite lives glitch or code. It's in the game. It's in the game. I see no reason why I shouldn't do it. Okay, okay. Maybe, like, the life system is a big part of, like, why it's disliked. You know, maybe that is, I'll say it's not maybe. It's definitely frustrating when you get, like, what feels like 5-10 minutes into a level and die. It's just like, and run out of lives, it's just like, ah! Especially for some bullshit reasons. Like, yeah, no, that was entirely bullshit what happened back there. That falls under the category of some real rank shit. But perhaps that is the real experience. Perhaps we should just enjoy the game as it was and, you know, just throw our hands up and say, like, you know, yeah, it gets a bad rap for a reason. Because it's really jank at times, and then you run out of lives, and it's just like, fuck you, is the only thing you can say when you run out of lives in this game. Fuck you, what the fuck? Really? That about sums it up. Fuck off. Oh, I'm glad it didn't crush my marble there. I hate it when my marble gets crushed. What the fuck?! My ball got popped by the platform that I was on as it was moving up. It's not right. It's not right at all. God damn it. Let it be said that this is not a perfect game. Let it be said that this is not a perfect game. I still do like some parts of it. I will say. Not that part. That part sucked. In that fucking platform. I wonder if this game is bad enough for Giant Bomb's Blight Club, which is a feature where they play the worst games of all time. I really don't think so. I think this game is like a million times better than... Motherfucker. I think this game is a million times better than games like Ride to Hell Retribution, like Sonic 06, from what I've seen of Sonic 06. Worse even than games like Shadow the Hedgehog, and, you know, some of the worst Sonic games other than 06. It's better than those. Did I say worse? I meant better. I think there are things that are frustrating. And you know what I'll say? With some of the levels here and how bullshit that they are, I bet for someone who hasn't played it before, I bet there is enough here to get you hung up on and get stuck on. You know, as far as like, where's the fucking switch? How do I get over this gap? What the fuck? But it's no Bubsy. It's no Superman 64. It's like at least 1 star rating above those, if not 2, whole star rankings. I don't know. If they wanted to do Glover, I think that would be funny. I'll say that. You know, it probably might not be the longest game to play. I don't know if it would be, like, long enough for their standards. For their, like, well, they tend to play, like, an hour at a time, and 3-4 episodes would probably be more than enough for one person's turn. I feel like this plays too good to be really a quote-unquote blight. Like, if we're just talking, like, blighted games that are absolutely terrible, I gotta shout out, like, last year's, was it last year's? There was a game last year made by a indie dev that, people had been looking forward to for a while, and had been sort of talked about for a bit there. And what it was a 3D platformer inspired by the Donkey Kong, or started by, like, geez, we were right there. Yeah. Inspired by the likes of, like, Banjo-Kazooie and crap, right? Except it played like shit, felt like shit, felt like Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2, another great another great platformer I wouldn't mind playing on the channel sometime. I would probably put Toy Story 2 below this game. Just barely, though. That's some reviewers' tilt, though. I'm more fond of this game than I am of Toy Story 2. It might be less janky, though, all things considered. What was it called? Fuck. Clive and Wrench. There it is. That's what it was called. That game was fucking terrible. And I'd say I would be very miserable if I had to play through even a little bit more than what I did on stream. Way back. There's a stream of me playing it for the first time right before some Mario Maker, and I was aghast by the quality level. Really fucking taken aback there. It's bad. And it's just immediately feels so much worse than this game. So much worse. Just like the controls are laggy, the jumping is weird. I guess the thing that's really bad about this game, or something that takes getting used to, is that while you're controlling the ball, you don't quite jump, you dribble. Which can be screwy as hell to get used to. You know, especially because, like, you're dunking the ball down. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's done for. If you grab the ball after it gets hit, you can recover it, but there was no way there. That ball was out of our hands. I could probably kill this lobster. I'm gonna try to just power through and not kill the lobster. I think this world, I'm boned. I mean, I can save this ball, but I can't save myself. I think this world has perhaps the best music in its third level. I guess the thing that's weird about this game is that every level has its own music, come to think of it, and some of them are pretty good. Some real nice jazzy shit. Similar to Rocket Robot on Wheels, oddly enough. Other N64 platformer that is much more positive, much easier to recommend. Motherfucker! Yeah, I'm getting the feeling I should just enable infinite lives. Very least save us the walking back and forth to the individual levels after we fail. This camera is weird. Take the right path here. Great, we got a checkpoint. That'll help us. One more game over in that level in particular, and I'll just give myself infinite lives. I don't give a fuck. I mean, there's ways I could go grinding for lives if I were so inclined, right? Like, oh, I could go into that level that had like a bunch in a row and then quit out after I got them, right? Like, there's ways of getting some lives built up. It's just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Let's do it. Yay. And you know what? Speaking of lives, we can get this one again. That is cool, Glover. You're right. Wait, what the fuck? Where? What? How? There was no lobster on that platform this time. So, why was that guy up there previously? Did he fall down to the lower level? The right path is the easier one here. Yep. Man, that's fucked up. Okay, I think the bouncy ball is gonna be our friend here. This is gonna be a faster ball than the big ball. That'll allow us to get through these choppy sword dudes more cleanly. You know, I don't remember this level quite as well as I do other levels. Maybe it just has less going on, honestly. I remember the third level here very distinctly, and I remember the boss fight pretty distinctly as well. But what happens here? No fucking clue, man. That makes a platform appear. Lovely. I will say, I think that's a Glover platform over there. No! No, please! Okay, I'm gonna leave this in the water. I'm gonna go see what that does. What was I saying? I feel like I've completely forgotten the role of lives in this game and how fucking annoying they can be. Like, I don't think I remembered at all. Oh, great, this is fucking nothing. Yeah, if you don't know how to transform the ball, this is helpful, but we're like 3 worlds in, man. We know how to fucking transform a ball, okay? Why do I drop my ball on slopes? If I were a glove tasked with escorting a ball around... Okay, good. This is the end of the level. Right there. We just have to open the gates. I guess a thing that probably... like... puts this down a mark. What the fuck, physics? The platform I was on just slipped out from under me. I guess this is, if you think about it, a gigantic escort mission. Where we're escorting a ball that has weird physics and sometimes just fucking gets away from you! Why didn't you drop your ball? And yeah, that sucks. It sucks when you drop your balls. It also sucks when that happens. When you just sort of slip and fall because the camera's no good. We got it, though. This is it. This is the run. And we won't need to resort to infinite lives. Nah, we got this. Please tell me this slope platform isn't gonna screw me. Okay, good. What's up with all those moving platforms? I don't remember doing any business on them. Whatever. Not gonna worry about it. I am good to go. We got everything we need. Just gotta walk down this perfectly normal path to finish. Okay, good. If I had fallen there, I'd be quite upset. I'd be reasonably upset. I'd be miffed. This is a song that goes something like that, right? Yeah! I gotta die though. I gotta refresh my lives. This is a good one though. Probably the best music of the pirate world. We've been going like 2 hours here. We'll keep going. It wouldn't be that much of a reach to like say, okay, save the rest for next week. I feel like proceeding. Let's do this one. Okay, let's do this one. Already lost one of our lives. Great. Okay, let's transform our ball. Into the big bouncy ball. That'll let us cheese a little bit of these, bullshit. Are you fucking... Again, I'll say... Let's go down here. I'll say 2 game overs in a single level, and I will, what does this potion do? Tell me, Mr. Tip. You can high jump by jumping on shit. Oh, this potion lets you walk on walls. Well, that's pretty cool. I'll admit, that's pretty dope. I hope my ball is okay while I'm prancing, you know, I'm trotting along the ceiling here. I left it with that mean old chest motherfucker who, definitely has been trouble in the past. Nice. Yay, we did it. We got to the next ledge. We did a jump. We did a single, relatively hard jump. Oh, apparently a GeForce game driver update is available. If there was any performance hitches, that would be why. Got a little bit confused there. The game did, I guess. I don't know. I would ask that my PC does not update my shit while I'm in the middle of playing a game. Right, I did that badly. I remember how to deal with that. That's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Okay. We already had one game over here, right? So a second one, and I will give up on the lives malarkey. Here you go. You hit this switch and it just says, you know, asses to these guys then. I'll say, as far as like other N64 platformers I'd like to play, Conker's Bad Fur Day, that's gonna be next year. That's gonna be one of the ones that I play next year. Speaking of the phrase, asses to you then, which is something Conker says in that game. If you don't know. Conker is a squirrel. He's British. You know, it's a very dirty game. But like, 2000s dirty. Like, you know, comparable to like a Family Guy thing, I guess. You know, it's just a bunch of parodies. Not really anything like, you know, I don't know that it's necessarily like we're talking about South Park here, right? When we talk about, how the fuck did this thing get pushed? I'm confused how I moved it a little bit, but let's see if that's enough. Hey, that's enough. I'll say I don't think I've ever gone for 100% Garibs in this game, other than maybe in the first level or 2 or 3, like the first world only. I feel like it's very fast after that where it just becomes like obvious that that's just not going to be a thing, and that's not going to be a thing that you try for. I have used the cheat codes in like Game Shark and stuff to play the bonus levels. Also, I guess if you use the level select, which you get unlocked by a cheat code, you can get to those. However I got to them, I have done the bonus levels that are like, they're like weird mini games. Like one of them's like a Frogger. One of them's like, you know, I can only remember the Frogger. I like this thing that N64 games did where sometimes, god damn it, the cause of animals would just be part of the music. Like I've been doing some banjo, given that it's about to come up. God damn it, I thought I just... I'm playing some banjo, and there's definitely a lot of banjo tracks where it's just like, you know, the, a big part of the instrumentation is like animals and stuff. You know, you just have like vulture noises in the soundtrack. It's cool. We like it. I think there might be a score-based one-up system also, I'll say, for what it's worth. Not sure how that works, or if it's like a number of Garibs. You know what? Let's get rid of these fuckers. If I get killed by this guy, I'll be quite upset. I guess you don't always... Wait. I thought Garibs restored your life. I collected one earlier and it did that. Is it like a certain number of Garibs? Like every... Well, it's not every 4th one. Like every 10th one or something? Yes. We'll never find out because the level is over. That was a good level. Is any level in Glover good? I don't know. I can't answer that, but I enjoyed it, and now I'm done. Now we get to fight a monkey. Those look like frogs, but they're actually monkeys. I don't know what this game has against frogs. And that monkey is now a bigger monkey. I also still only have 1 health. The fuck? I feel like this boss fight was one I really struggled with as a kid. should I have done? Looks like this is pretty simple. I say, well, maybe you need to do... Maybe it's not good enough to ground pound them. You need to do bowling ball business. Or do those guys just not die? You know, I would have thought... I forget how this goes. I feel like this is the one boss that I always had trouble with. I would say that this is the hardest boss in the game. I don't know what the consensus is. Like, if people think that this boss is actually really straightforward and as easy as some of the previous ones, but... Seriously. Why? Aiming controls are really weird. What direction am I hitting? I'm hitting down right now. This is up. Okay, so I need to... The direction I want to hit it is the direction I need to tilt the stick. Maybe I just need to use the regular ball, not really the bouncy ball. Not really the bowling ball. This boss. I will say this marks the midway point through the game. We could end the stream here. Pick up next week with the last 3 worlds of the game. I'm in the mood for a little more, though. I could go a little bit farther. Then again, if I end here, I can go play some, Metaphor off stream. That's tempting. I could watch a little anime. Also tempting. I had a nap before the stream, so I'm good to go for a bit. Sleep-wise, I don't need to, like, Is that what we need to do? Okay, that looks like the key. It looks like the key is I need to slap into his belly and get him on his back, and then maybe ground pound. I don't see how I can do anything else in the time I have between him flying up and, yeah. By the way, if you don't know, the controls for when you're astride the ball are upside down or reversed. Okay, so once I get that hit, I need to get rid of the ball. I need to run over. I need to sock him good. Jeez. You know what game has a cool pirate boss? Why, Astrobots. That's the name of that game. That game has a good pirate-based boss. A lot better than this one. God damn it. Really enjoying those new Astrobot stages that they put out. They put out one last week, I think on Wednesday, and another one goes up tomorrow. That's been nice to have some new Astrobot to play. Here we go, let's see if this works. Yes, that is the key. I'm kind of disappointed a little bit that there's just 5 speedrun levels. That is, god, shit, fuck! Kidding me there? I grabbed my ball so I couldn't jump. And as a result, I wasted the vulnerability phase. God damn it. That's less than what Astro's Playroom had, but I don't know. I'll say like half of Astro's Playroom, those speedrun levels were not actual like traditional levels, were like the bonus route. The non-platformer, half of them were like non-platformer levels, which just aren't as good as platformer levels, like just straight up, but I don't know. I would prefer more like the Order of 10. Honestly, I preferred if just every level had a speedrun variant of it, or just, not even a variant, just like a speedrun, there should be a speedrun leaderboard for every level, I think. I just think that's best practices, personally. And hell, I'll say, like, going back to games from last year, it's still very wild to me that, like, Wonder never got that patched in. Never got, like, a speedrun mode where you can... God. Fucking monkeys. Give me back my ball! I'm surprised that Mario Wonder never got, like, a speedrun mode where you can just play any level and get a time for it. I guess the thought with that must be that, Really? What the fuck? How come that didn't do it? There we go, come on. This'll be it. There we go. Fuck off. Fuck off, give me my ball. Fuck off, battle's over. You guys fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I guess the thought with that is that, with Wonder, a lot of levels are based on the Wonder Seed. So if you do a speedrun mode where just the goal is to get through the levels as fast as possible, obviously the Wonder Seed is going to be the not ideal path every time. You'll just play the levels like boring style. Which I'll say you could always just like, compensate for in ways. But, I don't know. Here we go. We have turned in... the 4th ball. Things are starting to look up here in Glovertown. Do we want to do one more world and save the last 2 for next time? Next world is Prehistory, right? think I would like to do that. I think that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, let's go on to prehistory. Let's do one more world, and then we'll call it, and we'll leave the last two for next time. And you can see now, by the way, that things are starting to clear up. It's like still pretty foggy and miserable in the way that like rainy weather is miserable everywhere, but it's not like demonic anymore. And indeed, my background more or less matches now with the level of demon devilishness that is on display here. This will be the last world. This will be the last world tonight. 2 more after this, of course. It's time for prehistory. Prehistory is the 4th world in the game. And I'll say what I said earlier, where, oh crap, well, let me die and... Let me get my lives back. Good, that does restore my lives, quitting out. Just the same as dying does. Nice, lovely, good, okay. Prehistory is the 4th world. After that is, spooky, or haunted, or castle, I forget what it's called. And then outer space is the final world, and it's also where you have the final showdown with, Cross-Stitch. There's not like a final boss or anything. So we're basically just leaving the last 2 worlds for next time. Which isn't much, but, that's fine. Hey. A nice short stream next week. I think that sounds good to me. Also, I do reckon these next couple levels, these next couple worlds might take longer than the first couple did. Just spitball in here. So here, in this snowy level, there's a new gimmick where you have to, like, gather up some snow on your bowling ball. And use that to, platform. Oh, this is ice. I thought it was gonna be, water. Water is weirdly screwy in this game. I don't want that life. You know, honestly, I feel like some of the harder levels might be behind us. I feel like this level is not that hard. Don't bounce the crystal gem. This level, not super duper 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 hard. Maybe a bit annoying. Maybe a bit annoying. In spots, you know? These goddamn snowballs are a menace. For instance. But certainly, we've dealt with worse. And I'll tell you, these ice physics are like... where's my ball? These ice physics are not bad. I have dealt with worse ice physics. You have dealt with worse ice physics. And hell, even these ice platforms, they seem to have, like, lips on them, such that your ball won't just go careening off. We need a bowling ball. And this guy, he can be stunned, maybe not killed. I grabbed the ball, and because that guy was touching the ball, he was therefore touching me, and I died. That was my fault. I let myself get out of control. Okay. I'd be curious about a speed run of this game. Oh, look at that. This level is not bad at all. Short as hell. And only the slightest bit annoying. Yeah! A gimmick with this world, by the way, is that it slowly gets hotter. Maybe slowly is the wrong word. Well, slowly is the wrong word. It quickly gets hotter. The first level is all Arctic and snowy, and the second level is inside a volcano. And I think the third level is, like, pretty mild. Like, jungly. Yeah, there's no saving that. I should seriously consider dying to refresh my life supply. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh yes, this is intentional here. In fact, while I'm see if we can go over here. I want to see real fast. What does this do? Okay. Okay. They saying Oreo? Oreo? Weird thing to say. Let's keep at it. Let's keep going. Here we go. It's nice now that it's less hellish in this overworld. A lot less hellish. The hellish vibes from the start of the game have really subsided. It's funny that the overworld gets less hellish as the levels get more hellish. Weird aftertaste in my mouth right now. Don't know what that's from. Kind of reminds me of the hot springs back in Japan. Maybe we got really lucky the first time and made that jump. Well, I say it's a jump. I feel like this is a shortcut. So let's do the shortcut. I wonder if you can get soft locked in this game. Like putting your ball somewhere where you can't retrieve it. I guess the question then is like, oh, when you don't have your ball, you can't go back to a checkpoint. So it's fine. Even if you lose your ball just in a way such that you just can't retrieve it. Okay, let's bounce on this ball. Oh, is this just out of range? Maybe if we're smart about it. Doesn't look like this is possible. Maybe you're supposed to get this before you lower it? Ah, there we go. Worth trying. Wait. Hey! How do I get out of here? Okay, that place was less good than I reckoned. But I did take care of a switch, and I did get a 1-up for my troubles. Okay. Get that ball up there. I also think this world might have the most fun boss fight. Of like the game. Hey, Jay plays games. You're happy to see someone play this game? Yeah, I played it a lot as a kid. Yeah, I don't remember it kicking my ass quite this hard, though. I've had a lot of game overs and dealt with a lot of straight-up horseshit. I would still say I like it better than some N64 platformers, like, you know, it's bullshit better than Donkey Kong 64 is just, you know, unrestrained scope and amount of time wasting. I don't know. They're similar in quality though. And I would certainly be less upset playing Donkey Kong 64, it's true. Definitely would have a lot less to yell about and go, what the fuck? It's true. I feel like I completely forgot about lives. I don't know, maybe as a kid I always just gave myself infinite lives or something. Because I feel like I would have remembered like, oh, I died and now I need to go back to the fucking menu. Fucking really? Those lava platforms, they sink. One more game over on that level and I'm turning on infinite lives. I don't give a fuck. That's the rule. That's the policy. We cannot just do checkpoint by checkpoints. You don't remember? Yeah. I'll say, I guess it's been a while since the last time I played this game like in earnest. Right? And didn't just... You pressed enter? Gotcha. I didn't just... do the level select or something, I don't know. Or just play the first 3 levels and go, ha, that's kind of fun. Yeah, no, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I don't know why there's such a hubbub or stink about this game. And, it's the difficulty factor, it's the bullshit, it's the instant death that can come your way just by dribbling badly. I have completely forgotten the lives. I feel like I just have no memory of lives ever being a problem for me. So I don't know how that could be, but playing it now tonight, you know, I definitely feel like, I feel like this would be a great game for Giant Bomb's Blight Club, honestly. Maybe not quite as bad as some of the stinkers that they've had, but the funny deaths and the life system being just the difficulty level would definitely give them a good time, especially if they don't know it half as well as I do. And like, yeah, I know this game like half well. I know where you're supposed to go, vaguely, on like half the levels. I know that, like, okay, to get these hands, you go that way. Or you can just sort of, you know, find a way around the hands. It's fine, it works. I did do a little bit of a skip earlier in World 2. I feel like I would still be struggling on that if I had not. Oh, I also unlocked the... Do you know about this, Jay Plays Games? Do you know about the Powerball? You unlock it with a code, and then it's another form of the ball that is just like extra bouncy and fun and cool and good, and we like it. I definitely fucked around with all the codes in this game a good amount. I mean, it's a game I had physically on the N64. And, you know, you didn't have that many games back then. You only had the games. Like, I owned this and not Kirby 64. I rented Kirby 64. Oh, it doesn't... You can call me Jay. Gotcha, Jay. I'm fine with whatever. I like to say what I read. Makes things simple. Makes things real simple. Yeah, look at this ball. It goes real high. And kind of fast. It's really small and purple. Look it up. It's on GameFAQs. It's on GameFAQs how to get this one. I mean, it is a cheat, so like, it would invalidate any sort of... Fuck you! Invalidate any sort of speed run if you were doing it like for speedrun purposes or stuff like that, but I'm not. And, I never will. So, you know. Motherfucker. Rabbit Zoots. You will use it next time with a friend. Yeah, I'd recommend the little bouncy ball. It's a cool thing. It'd be cool if there were a bunch more balls, honestly. Like, what other balls would be good? Are there other balls that would offer, like, a significant, like, play experience difference? I could see, like, an American football being, like, more easily thrown. Maybe an American football would have the property of you can throw it farther. What about that? There could be a ball that bounces less when it hits the ground. Maybe? Jesus. What other balls would be cool? That's one hit kill? Fuck off. Actually, so real, that'd be kind of insane. A tennis ball would be cool. I don't think necessarily because a tennis ball would be that different from like a regular, from like the bouncy ball or the power ball. Fuck. I am so screwed here. I'm so screwed. I just think tennis balls are cool. And they have a cool design. Okay. Well, it is time now to just say fuck it and forego the life system. Did I do this as a kid? I don't know. Okay. Infinite life, I think, is what I want. Up, 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 right, down, right. Okay. Let's just do that. You know, to get the real miserable experience, the most miserable experience, just don't turn on any of those cheats. And, you know, definitely don't fuck with low gravity or anything of the sort. Or big ball mode. Definitely don't fuck with any of those, but I kind of want to have fun and relax and just, you know, make progress. In fact, now that we, oh fuck. Now that we have infinite lives, I can just fuck around and just go like, oh yeah, take a little shortcut here. You love games with in-game codes? Yeah, it used to be a whole thing. It's not really anymore. That's sort of a bygone convention these days. An artifact of a different age. You know what I mean? There was a time, a very brief time, where, like, I'll tell you what happened to in-game codes. During, like, the Xbox 360 era, developers were like, oh, hey, I got an idea. We could sell the codes. We could sell people the codes. And they did that for a bit, and everyone hated it. Two, no one bought it. And, you know, after that, they just said, like, okay, fine, no codes then. Actually, you know what? It's just fine just having no codes whatsoever, which I do think it's kind of a bummer. Bummer in retrospect. It just, those ended up going the way of the dodo, like, before you knew it, right? And to be clear, it was scummy when they were trying to sell them. But when that failed, they just went away entirely. Because gamers got used to not having them, and developers got used to not putting them in, like, by default. Developers, games used to have some dumbass fun, right? They used to put in like, oh, here's an extra power-up. Here's an extra, oh my fucking... Why do you drop your ball, Glover? Why do you drop your glove? Whenever Glover drops his fucking ball, that's just is the biggest bullshit in the world. That's gotta be the biggest bullshit in the world right there. God damn it. By the way, tonight I'm gonna play this world, and then after that, we're gonna call it, and I'll say next Tuesday I will come back and I will finish the last couple levels. I already did this. What am I doing over here? Didn't realize this was done. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Oh, this feels nice. Not to have to care about fucking lives. I would... If they started me off with something more reasonable, like 5 or 10, I would feel better about lives, but they start you off with like 3. And even though that's really 4, because 0 counts as a life, I still am quite miffed. Hey, got through in one. Brilliant. Nice. Oh, there's another life right there. I'm sure that's not a trap. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's good. That sounds cool. You remember the final or second final level before the boss being really hard? You have to be insanely fast. Yeah, it's like a speed run, right? Like you open a door with a switch and then you have to get through the entire level really quick, like. If I recall, the space world. Yeah, I think I recall something like that. I think one of those other levels is not that hard though, relatively. So like, we might find some that are quicker. Horror, I think, is the second to last one. That'll be fine. Maybe a nice, like, 2-hour stream for a change. Tonight could have been a 2-hour stream if I cut it off at the halfway point. One last level here, and it is the most paradise-like. Actually, I guess there is still lava. You couldn't do it without some strange trick? Eesh. I don't remember having trouble with it, but I don't remember having trouble with this game as a whole. So I just don't know how the fuck I got through this as a kid without having issues with lives. By the way, the sound is still good, yeah? Seems like this level has slightly louder music. Let me know if that's a problem. Sounds good? Okay, perfect. Lovely. Glad to hear it. Ah. Let's go with the marble. So I don't have to go into standing on mode every time I fall. That'll probably be easier. I wonder if there's a way to cheese this. A way to get around these things just, I don't know, getting on top and fuck. Maybe, but shit. What other N64 games are worth a revisit? I did Rocket Robot on Wheels like 2.5 years ago on stream. I think Space Station Silicon Valley would be cool. Obviously, every Rare game is Conquer and the like. Those ones go without saying. What else is good for N64? Mario obviously goes without saying. That's a key. Some games, they go without saying, okay? Enough said. This is not so bad. We haven't died once. This level's being nice. To where if I hadn't enabled infinite lives, I still wouldn't have to worry. Nice, good, okay. What other games would be good? I have on my list for a game I would like to revisit is Rugrats. The Rugrats board game. I had that as a kid on the N64, and it's not very good, but I think it would be interesting to stream it one of these days. It's on my list of things I want to do at some point. What if I did that as part of the streamiversary? My 3-year streamiversary is coming up, like at the start of next month, like a week and a half from now. What if Rugrats was a fucking cornerstone of that stream? That sounds dumb. That sounds like dude jank. It's not anywhere near as good as Mario Party, I'll say. Like, the weirdest thing about it is that it doesn't really have... It doesn't do, like, the minigame thing. It is just literally basically just a board game. And, like, doing board game stuff. Without that much in the way of, like, differentiation. You know, I also haven't gotten Jamboree. I could get Jamboree and play a little Jamboree. I don't know why Streamiversary and Party Game makes sense in my head. Maybe that shouldn't be the thing. Maybe that's more for, like, birthday stream. That's fine. I'm fine with this. Or I could play the best of the N64, band or Mario parties, and do some Mario Party 3. Man, that is a weird enemy. I don't know. Well, I'll think about it. I got like a week and a half to come up with a good plan for that. I think I did have some ideas before my big vacation. You know, I was thinking about like what I would do when I got back and the Streamiversary was upon me. Yeah, I can do whatever for the Streamiversary. That is true. I think I did have some ideas, and I definitely have some ideas for Extra Life. Ow! Ow. It's kind of weird. Oh no, it goes back to the checkpoint you last spawned from. Okay. I have some ideas for Extra Life as well. My current idea is that I want to go get an Xbox 360 and play a bunch of Xbox 360 games that I haven't been able to play for a while, like Tony Hawk's Project 8 and Blur. That's on my list of like things I'd like to do. Xbox 360 for Extra Life. And maybe there could be like some sort of incentive. I was thinking for incentives, there could be one where it's like, you choose the next game, and if it's a 360 game that I own, it's on the table. It's a possibility. And you know, do like 10 hours of that maybe, let's say. Boy, this is a lot less stressful when you don't have to worry about lives. Yeah, this should be a Blight Club. I have come around on this being bad enough for it to be funny for people who haven't played it before to play it for the first time. Difficulty-wise, it is ideal. Especially if you're not cheating. If you're cheating, like, okay, all bets are off there. It might not be too hard if you are willing to just do whatever you please, but if you're not, it can be brutal, man. Hey, we did it. Big bounce ball is great. Okay, lovely. What's the gimmick here? Okay, there's a thing in that volcano criteria. Did we hit it? Oh, come on now. We did not hit it, but that's fine. Ah! What else would be good for the streamiversary? You like challenging yourself, but you're big on letting people play how they want as long as it's fun for them? Oh yeah, totally. There's cheat codes in this game, and, you know, with how shitty it is, you should feel no compunction for using them. And boy howdy does it make the game, like, 90% more pleasant. Yes! Hey, we got through. That would probably have taken, like, an hour longer if I had to restart, like, 12 times. Throughout that, and do the first segment and the second segment, and oh lord. This boss fight rules. This boss fight is great. Really? That insta-killed my, my ball? Whatever, doesn't matter. So, here we gotta... I guess we gotta get the ice on the way down. We're bowling. We're bowling for the dinosaur. And also dodging his, like, counterattacks. Beautiful. It's kind of fun. Hey, this boss fight, it's kind of fun. And it's pretty effortless, too. Like, we just did it. We just beat it. That's, usually not a very high, like, watermark for a boss to beat. It's kind of fun. But in Glover, that's a goddamn miracle. That boss fight's kind of fun, even given the rest of this game. It's a low bar, but yeah, that's the best boss. It's kind of fun. Hell yeah. Let's turn in our ball. And, I think we will... I think that'll be just about it for today. A nice 3-hour stream. That's about right. That's about right. Yeah, that boss is awesome. Yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty fun. Foolproof. Foolproof, that boss. There's just 2 gems left. And, it's actually pretty nice outside now. Pretty nice outside. I mean, it's still a little bit overcast, a little bit foggy. But, you know, relative to how it was at the start of the game. It's a lot more chill, and it makes me feel a lot less like, whew, fuck. You know, the lake is still not filled with water here, I guess. I think that's something that happens later on. Well then. Well, folks, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm just gonna brighten up my background a little bit more. Look at that. It's bright out. It's nice. It's nice for a change. That was a gimmick, by the way, going through the whole stream. I started with a orange background behind me, and eventually it faded to blue as more worlds got completed. This game, I forgot how hellish it could be, especially when you don't have infinite lives, which we didn't for like 90% of that stream there until like the very last leg of it. Much nicer now that I don't have to care and give a shit about lives and the sorts. But who? Next week we will finish it. Here's the schedule. Next Friday, this Friday, will be the regular viewer level stream, which will, starting this Friday, be at the regular time, henceforward. In about a week and a half will be the streamiversary, which, yeah, I like my stream schedule background a lot. It can also do emotes. It can also show my Twitch emotes, which I think is pretty cool. Look at those. Aren't those great? I love those. If you subscribe on Twitch, you can use most of them. The ones that are in the first biggest category. And the ones on the bottom are free for followers. You know, on my channel. You know, it's a whole thing. On Twitch. I'll be back on Friday with viewer levels. A week and a half will be the streamiversary, which I think should include something Mario Maker since it's my main game. You know, I haven't kicked off development of my next level, which is the final level of my super world. Let's do that as part of the streamiversary stream. And I'll take a couple viewer levels at the end of that as well. Why not? Yeah, people should subscribe on Twitch, yeah. I think it'd be cool. If you like emotes, yeah, totally. Next Tuesday will be more Glover. We'll do more Glover and finish it off next Tuesday. I'm not sure how long that'll take. Probably like another 2 hours or so, if I had to guess. Yeah, with Twitch Prime, it is free. If you have Twitch Prime and you haven't used it, it is free. That is true. Jay Plays Games. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't, and you have Amazon Prime and you don't do Twitch stuff, you can give someone $5 for free every month. Doesn't have to be me. One person every month. Make sure to keep on top of that, you know. Glover, next Tuesday, finishing it off, probably a 2-hour stream or so. Mario Maker, Fridays from here on out. Probably we'll do other things on Tuesdays in the near future, like, I want to give Metroid Dread Randomizer a second go-round. And, I have a million other ideas and other randomizers I could go back to for fun, you know. So, look forward to that. Lots of possibilities there. Tuesday nights. Friday will be the viewer levels, my bread and butter. And then on the 3rd of November will be the 3rd streamiversary. Plans TBD. Plans to be TBD. Kickoff of my next level. The last level of my super world. Playroom. What's it called? The Playroom Palace? Playroom Palace? I might be getting something about that wrong because it sounds weird coming out of my mouth, but I'll remember next time. We'll see it in the Mario stream on Friday, and we'll start thinking about that. That'll be a whole thing. The VODs will go up in, you know, soon enough. Give your love to it. when it goes up on the YouTube. Shorts are going up on a daily basis. Currently twice a day. I'm sort of thinking about reining that in since I haven't had time to like really re-up my supply of shorts since getting home from vacation. And I'm sort of running short of them, honestly, at this point. And there could be other streams. Who knows? Who can say? Yeah. Let me send anyone off on the Twitch side off on a raid, and then we will end this here stream. Thanks for coming by and watching along. Again, next Tuesday we'll finish this off, the last 2 worlds, and that'll be fun. Let me see who's online right now. Let's see, a bunch of people that I follow are online. Let me see if anyone's playing Glover on the Twitch. No, it just pulled up a bunch of people who are named things that are close to Glover. That's sad. That's sad. No one's playing Glover right now. Very, very sad. Rivals 2 is out tomorrow. I forgot about that. That's coming out, like, so soon. I might play some of that on stream at some point. I like Rivals. Rivals of Aether. Rivals of Aether 2, as it's called now. I like that game, and I might want to play it with some friends or something. We'll see. JCOG is doing any percent. Sure, that's good. Send you over there. There's a lot of ideas I could come up with for nice Tuesday streams. I will say, I do want to do Metal Gear Delta, my first Metal Gear game that I played myself and not watched, sometime when that comes out, which, does that have a date? It's like October. It should have a date. It's coming out this year, right? And I have other ideas as well for, like, playthroughs after that. But, for now, viewer levels Friday, more Glover Tuesday, and the Sunday after next, big ol' anniversary stream. Y'all take it easy, and, bye.